Okay, hey everybody, it's Mr. Manning, and this video is going to be about paychecks. So we're going to do a quick little demonstration about how to determine some things about your paycheck, like what sort of items are being taken out of your paycheck and so on. Um, so I have an example here, and you should have this example as well. It should be posted on Edmodo. It's called it's called Paystub Alley Example. And this information right up here is just kind of an idea of what a pay stub or a paycheck would look like. Now, if you already have a job, you probably know what a pay stub or paycheck looks like. If you have never worked before, then you don't know. But basically what happens is when you get paid, your employer is required to give you some sort of paycheck or pay stub. So even if you get direct deposit or if they give you like a payroll card or some other form of payment, they still have to show you how much money you earned, and really more importantly, they have to show you how much money was taken out of your paycheck for taxes. So we're going to actually talk a lot about taxes later in this unit, but I kind of wanted to get this paycheck stuff out of the way first. So some info that's on this paycheck stub. We have the employee's name. Her name is Allie Andy Allison. And we have her employee number and social security number. That's just really for the employer. You don't have to worry too much about that. We have the dates that she worked. So it looks like she worked on September 11th to September 24th. She worked a total of 45 hours, and the check that she received was check 101. Okay, now a few more things about her. During those 45 hours of work, she earned a grand total of $360. So where it says current, that means how much she got in this particular paycheck. So she got $360. Out of that $360, she paid $27.36 to this thing called FICA. All right, so we're going to talk more about FICA when we discuss taxes, but basically FICA is Social Security and Medicare. And pretty much every American pays this. You can't get out of it. Allie also paid $45 to the federal government, and she paid $7.56 to the state government. So after her employer took all of that money out of her check, so they subtracted the FICA, the federal, and the state, Allie was left with $280.08. So that's actually how much she received. When she got check 101, Allie received $280.08. Now, we're going to do just a few questions here about her paycheck. And if you'd like to just follow along with me, that would be great. You are going to have an activity similar to this that you're going to do on your own. And then for a 3.0 item on the summative, I'm going to ask you to do one of these. So let's do one together to make sure that everybody kind of understands what they're doing. All right. Question number one, how long was the pay period? Well, right up here it tells us that the pay period started on September 11th, 2015, and it ended on September 24th, 2015. So the pay period was about 2 weeks. How much did Allie pay in federal taxes this pay period? All right. Well, we already said that federal was $45, right? So she paid $45. Pretty easy. How much does Allie make an hour? Okay, so now here comes the math, right? So I've got my handy dandy calculator available. To find out how much she makes per hour, we have to determine first her gross pay. Gross pay is amount of money she earned before taxes, and we are going to divide that by the number of hours she worked, which that number is right here. So I'm going to put in her gross pay, $360, and I am going to divide that by 45 because she worked 45 hours. And we find out that she gets $8 an hour. So I'm going to put that right here, $8. All right. What percent of federal income tax does Allie pay? All right, so this is also a little tricky, especially if you get confused with percents. So to find a percentage, you're going to take the amount that she paid in federal income tax, which once again is $45, and you're going to divide it by the total amount that she earned, which was her gross pay, $360. So over here on my calculator, I'm going to take 45, and I am going to divide it by 360. Now, I'm going to get a decimal, 0.125. If you remember from math class, to turn any decimal into a percentage, you either multiply that number by 100, or you can just take this little decimal place and move it 2 places to the right. So, when it says what percent of federal income tax does Allie pay? She paid 12.5%. So, 12.5% of her check went to the federal government. All right, how much did Allie make this pay period before taxes? All right, so I said earlier that gross pay means before taxes. And it says right here she made $360 this pay period before taxes. So that one's pretty easy. How much did Allie make this paycheck after taxes? All right, so if gross pay is before taxes, net pay is after taxes. So Allie made $280.08. All right. If Allie gets paid every 2 weeks, how many times will she get paid in 1 year? All right, so to be able to do this, you have to know how many weeks are in a year. And I'm pretty sure that it's 52. Yeah, it's 52. So she gets paid every 2 weeks. If there are 52 weeks in a year, she is going to get paid 52 divided by 2. She's going to get paid 26 times this year. So 26 times. All right, the reason we did question 7 is to help us on question 8. Question 8 is probably one of the most difficult questions you'll have on a paycheck. Here it is. Estimate how much does Allie earn per year before taxes? All right, so there's a few things we need to know first of all. We're looking per year. And we want to know before taxes. So before taxes, gross pay, $360. All right, here is the mistake that most students make on this particular question. They see this section over here, and YTD stands for year to date. That means that so far in 2015, Allie has made this amount of money. But that's just all the way up until September 24th. We're not including any of the other months that haven't taken place yet. So this number right here is not the answer. What we actually have to do is we have to take how much money that she makes per paycheck, $360, and we have to multiply that by how many times she's going to get paid in 1 year. And we did that earlier on question number 7. We already determined that she gets paid 26 times a year, right? So if I bring the calculator back up here, 26 is already there. I'm going to take 26 times, and I'm going to multiply by her gross pay for this pay period, which, remember, is $360. So 26 times 360 equals $9,360. Now, this is an estimate. You know, Allie gets paid by the hour. She might not always work 45 hours a week. That might fluctuate a little bit. But if she was estimating, she could say that she's going to make about $9,360 in 2015. Okay, so let me put that answer right there. Oh, I forgot it. 9,360. And we are done with this one. Awesome. So here's what I'd like for you to do. Go ahead and try one on your own. There's one for Sam, and it's already posted on Edmodo. Good luck.